Okay, I'll be honest, when I first read this problem, I was unfamiliar. And the reason for that, not from that part of the world, and I just didn't know what this meant. All right, I had to look it up. I did. And one after I looked it up, I had to read about it. It took me some time to get through it. I do put a footnote over here, and the footnote is down over here. And I would encourage you to read it. But really, my goal over here is to write down, basically an equation that relates all this together. So I'm going to say that the common unit is pence. Now, certainly, I know pence, what a pence is, but I'm not familiar with the system. I'm not. So, I said let X be the number of half crowns and Y be the number of florins. Each half crown is worth 30 pence, and each florin is worth 24 pence. So I wrote it down. That's all I did. I just wrote that down. All right. And then the 2.1, and again, I got to remind myself, that's pound sterling. What was that number there? Oh, it's worth 4.29 pence. I'm sorry. Again, it was tough for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not familiar with this unit. Just like when I travel and I deal with other people's money, I sometimes get very confused. There's no doubt about it. I do. But what do you do over here? I would reduce the complexity problem by dividing, and I would divide both sides by 6, and you would get this over here. And then I solve for y, and then I kind of look around to make it, divisible by 4. And, certainly I'm going to say that, one way to do it, let's see, 50, yeah, it looks like 10 would be a good choice. So, x is 10, that would be 82 minus 50 is 32, divided by 4 is 8. So these look like good answers, all right? And then use the fraction to count around. And what I mean by that is you got xy, and then you got 10, 8. And we're going to use that fractional slope there, which is minus 5 quarters, and kind of just march. You don't have to use that equation anymore. You just march to your solutions over here. And remember, this is the delta y and delta x. And I could also write it as, 5 over minus 4. Well, I'm going to do the minus 5 first. This would give me 3. I don't want to go any further because it would be negative. And this would be 14. Now, I'm going to use this one over here. Going in the other direction now. This would be 4, and this would be 15. All right? Now, if I go backwards on that y, I'd be at 0. And they said I had these things, so I'm not going to go there. So I got basically a couple different solutions over here. I just want to go through that. 15, 4, 10, 8, 14, 3. And these things are written down over here. And let me see if I wrote that down. I think I might have made a mistake somewhere. 10, 8. I see that here. 14, 3. I see that here. I think I made a mistake, though. And I realize I just made a mistake, and I have to go back over that. I don't know why I made a mistake, but I did. What's the first thing when you make a mistake? Self-assess. Whoops, sorry about that. Remember, the first one I came up was 10, 8. I use this to march forward. I need to march backwards, and I made a mistake. I'm going back 4 on the x, which would be 6, and then 2. And I'm going up, and that's my mistake last time. I mixed things up. I'm going down. Did I do that again? Oh, I'm going up by 5. So let's see what you get there. 13, and then 18. And these answers are listed over here. 613, 218. All right? Sorry about mixing things up. It happens to me sometimes. And part of the reason mix up is it's money. I'm often confused by it, especially when it's not my denomination. I typically always have to convert back to what my system of measurement is, and I use some rough approximation for it. But I couldn't do that in this case over here. All right? But anyway, we got it done. And again, it took time. I had to look it up. I did not know this stuff, and I didn't even know what the symbols were. I had to look them up. I did. All right? Thank you for paying attention. Oh, before I forget, I probably should mention, I haven't done it in a while. My name is Ron Bannon, and my email address, in case you need to reach out to me, is Bannon, B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. And please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns related to the written document. Thank you.